Hi, this is Victor Cruz, Super Bowl champion New York Giants, and I got to get my ICTV.
Welcome back to the basement of the Penta once again. Martino Pucci, I'm Matt Lasella with you. 2016-2017 NBA season preview. We have already gone through, I think, 5 teams so far, 5 or 6 teams. We're on to the Dallas Mavericks. Okay, Dallas last season, 6th seed. Did better towards the end of the year than a lot of people thought they would. Lost to the Thunder in the first round in the playoffs. Had some pretty good additions. Harrison Barnes, solid pickup. I mean, although he struggled towards the end of the season, I think he's definitely an upgrade over Chandler Parsons, because Chandler Parsons was just...
What happened to Chandler Parsons?
No more Houston. No more playing with Dwight Howard and James Harden, I guess. They're not as good players, and the talent around him. One of those guys, so he went on to Memphis. Andrew Bogut, another solid pickup at center. They needed one after Zaza Pachulia. Pretty much swapped with Golden State. No more David Lee. Quincy Acey, he okay player, like okay role guy. Not going to do too much. They have Seth Curry.
Seth Curry is becoming a real NBA player, possibly?
I guess so. I mean,
he's been working out with Steph and doing all this stuff.
He was with the Kings last year, but now he actually has an NBA contract with the Dallas Mavericks. So their lineup, they also re-signed Darren Williams, who played much better last year, one of his better seasons in recent years. They had Wesley Matthews, another good two-guard, good player. Harrison Barnes, solid. Dirk had an awesome season last year.
Matthews coming off the ACL, right? Or
no, his Achilles was 2 years, so this will be his second season removed from that. So Dirk had a great year. Almost went
ageless.
Almost went 50, 40, 90 again, right?
Ageless Dirk.
It was incredible.
Craziness. Crafty as hell.
I think that's why I think Rick Carlisle isn't a top 5 coach in this league. I think he really knows what he's doing and knows how to handle the talent that he has, and I think that's why they got to that 6th seed. So
that's a solid starting lineup.
Do you think they're in the playoffs again?
I want to say yeah, but they don't have a bench by any means.
J.J. Barea
and Dwight Harris.
Dwight Powell. Dwight Powell's pretty good. I tell you, he was a pretty good player for them off the bench. Justin Anderson from Virginia, he had a pretty solid season last year. The bench is okay, but how many actual benches are there in the NBA that are that good? Well, and even in the West,
not that good, but they don't have a 6th man. I mean,
think about the West. Clippers, are they going to be as good as last year? I don't know.
I think it might be better.
I mean, the Thunder. I don't think they're gonna have a better record than they did when they had KD. But Warriors. I mean, whatever. They're gonna get the 1 seed. Spurs. Are they that much better? Now they lose Duncan.
Worse, maybe.
They lost David West as well.
Yeah, Powell's.
I think, honestly, I mean, as much as I love Tim Duncan and as great as he was.
When does Powell's time run out, though, also?
I think he went to the perfect team to extend his career. So, I mean, that's a whole different story when we talk about the other team in Texas. So, I mean, Harrison Barnes, does that slump drag over?
They better hope not, because they spent a lot of money on him. They better hope not, because Harrison Barnes is the butt of a lot of jokes.
Yeah,
Harrison Barnes throws up a lot of bricks, man. That was one of the poorest playoff performances
You're hoping
it's
not a Roy Hibbert effect kind of thing. Like when Roy Hibbert just in the finals, I mean, not in the final, the conference finals, it was just like, what had happened to this guy?
Because when Harrison Barnes broke in, it was like, all right, this guy could be pretty good. And then it was like, wow, actually, he could be really good. Wow, okay, is he good? And it's been extremes. And
he even had Kobe Bryant comparisons when he was coming out of high school.
Yeah,
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
when he went to UNC.
You know, he
struggled initially at UNC, and then he found his way, and then
he struggled initially in the NBA, and then found his way, and then the playoffs was just so bad.
It was very shocking. He really dug him in a hole. I think, not to say he cost him the finals,
but there's no reason why Harrison Barnes is taking 11 or 12 shots a game when you have Steph and Clay and Draymond.
Yeah, but you know what? It was working for him, so they weren't going to break it.
1 for 12?
You did not think it was going to happen. You know how they tell shooters to do. You got to keep shooting to get out of the slump.
Harrison Barnes isn't Steph Curry or Klay Thompson.
But it's their system. It's the way they played.
1 for 5.
It's the way they played, though. They trusted it. They won that way with it.
If Melo goes 1 for 12, you keep shooting. If Harrison Barnes gets to 1 for 5, okay, you got other guys that can.
But it's the way it was going, yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, you needed you got to trust it. You did not see Harrison Barnes continue. You didn't. No one thought that was going to continue like that.
So it's a little head scratching to see him get the deal that he got. I mean, we knew he was going to get
not head scratching. I don't think.
We knew he was going to get a deal.
I don't think they were really going to determine a couple bad weeks for a whole stretch of contract. I get where you're coming from.
At least for some of the money.
I get where you're coming from, but I mean, like, okay, well, what some of these players were going to pay this offseason anyways. I don't think, but still, he had a better track record than most of them. So, Dallas Mavericks, where do you see them ending up? I say playoff team.
Yeah, I say probably bottom 6 to 8. Mm-hmm. Just because, like I said, it's not much of a bench. No, I think it's something to look out for. Actually, is Seth
if Dirk
Curry.
Can repeat last year, then yes.
I think Seth Curry is actually going to become a.
We'll see. I think Jerry's still out
part
on
of the
Seth.
team.
Jerry's still out,
so we'll see.
Yeah,
I say probably 6 to 8 around that.
Yeah,
range.
I have 6 to 8 too. I think Rick Carlisle's an awesome coach, so I think it'll work out for them.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so that'll wrap it up with that segment for the Dallas Mavericks. We're gonna try and fit in one more. It'll be the Denver Nuggets. I think they're one of the most interesting teams coming up in this NBA season. But that'll wrap it up for that segment. So 2016-2017 NBA preview for the Dallas Mavericks completed. Should be interesting for them this upcoming season to see if they can make the playoffs again. Back after this.